place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off fourth round.
Dustin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Back to the well again. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They've got a man in motion. Throwing on first is Prescott. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down, here's Dak. On target to his back, and Rico Dowdle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. But those are the hurry-up offense here. They send a man in motion. Prescott now on 3rd down. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. 4th down coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. A very short kick here from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. and he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Watson's going to come out throwing. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Take it back. Touchdown, Dallas.
Coming out of
The
five.
Cowboys finish off their opening drive.
Coming out of five.
Well, Brock, we both know this. Some guys are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others, though, come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it could be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they
I don't
don't
like how you
always
put
get
me
to
in the
prepare
foul.
for it
You know what I'm talking
because
about?
they don't always see it.
Yeah.
And these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity
Did
to create
that
that
little,
kind of fumble. And
a
sometimes,
little more danger,
even
but
the
yeah,
defensive
you
touchdown.
put me in the fire. You burnt me. So.
That one splits the
So what,
uprights.
you ain't seen that one out.
And the Cowboys go up 10-0 here in the 1st.
You go through burning checklists like that. Damn. I couldn't find no picture like that.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
I like how they started. I like how they started out. Keep
Nice
it going
little
down.
energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Okay.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. He'll bring him down on the return as he
Yeah,
gets
get
this
out
to
there
the
like some
33.
hyenas. Yeah, get out there like some hyenas. Oh, there's a horse there.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Watson on 1st and 10. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Looking for a target.
Oh,
He
we
just got it
can
away
move
before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings them to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Watson. He connects downfield on 4th. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for A.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. That's complete, David Njoku. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
The gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Come on, man.
Hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 4th down, here's Watson. He's got it to his running back. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
The throw is caught. That's a Cleveland touchdown. A quick second score for Brock already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They kick the running back in motion. Dak now from the gun. This finds Cooks, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Yeah, let's go do that then.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 4. Finding Judy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First and 10. Here's Watson. Moore's got it. This is ahead for about 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking to the air with Watson. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He'll get this to Tillman. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Able to get it to Moore. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns in need of some points before the break. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Watson now off play action. This throw is cut. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Judy will go in motion right. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get some late points and the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to set it right. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
I said how you had the onside option to keep the onside kicking in right there. Oh man, that's very good. Oh, okay. okay.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Off the play fake. Hits Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. So good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Oh, yeah, and then it be in the Discord, too.
For the point after, here's Aubrey.
No. He ain't saying that about nobody.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
I thought you should have took that over. I don't know. We need to get the strappy out.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
We got to come back for it is. He's talking to me. I said, go say he see them coaches that been talking. The one they got to still see it. That'd be you.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
I need to stop.
Watson on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap.
Oh, they can't. Oh, he can't me. Oh, that tough
Hearing your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming. Yep. That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
He picked up on the leg and
Here's Aubrey.
That wasn't a big man celebration.
Point is up, and it is good. And the Cowboys making it 10-point
no, ain't no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's my first time ever seeing that.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. To return, Jerome Ford. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. There it is, touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate.
Yeah, I can hear good. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is. You picked the leg up. Oh, this is wild. Hello.
speaking to the business center of Alabama Art and Science.
No, that's get the hell on. You 7-9 off. What the what? I don't know. All right. What?
To skip backward, press the left button. Walks in on 1st and 10.
Oh, you can.
They become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
For the point after, here's Aubrey.
I don't know, give me some more points for her. You gave me 14 in less than a minute.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Browns 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
So you trying to get out of there.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He's back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He works this to the 38 before going down.
I looked to catch it, but by the time over there,
Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
5-yard attempt.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Ford on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Watson. That's Tillman, he's got it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent kicker to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing is Watson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. On third down, they'll go with Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He loses it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game.
I didn't do that.
Huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for 1st and goal.
Listen, they draw the shot. They tell the truth.
Another one for Ford. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Watson looking to throw. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. David Njoku, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
They couldn't get that ball was moving and try to go all that. Oh, shit.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Well, no gain on the play, just fine for the defense, so they're going to decline the flag and let that play stand. Another shot now at this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns bring it back to even. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Prescott, first and 10. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, Prescott.
Oh!
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here's Chubb on second down. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Deron Bland. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Watson has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No.
Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Will be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of 0 on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 6.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. They're going for it. Here's Watson. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Chubb brings it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They've got a man in motion. Another try following the sack. He'll get this to Tillman. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for two.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. From his own end zone, here we go. This return makes it up to the 25.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Vaughn. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Once again, it's Vaughn. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Cowboys down by only 3. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. He's finally caught, and he lost the football.
no.
Oh, no, it's out.
Good
And
game.
the Browns pick it up.
Good game.
Oh, this is
Good
tough.
game.
Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the 1st down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. They give inside to Chung. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Good shit, Paul. Good shit.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. We're looking to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a short gain. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They send the tight end in motion. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Coming left is Vaughn. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. It's Vaughn again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it.
Shit. I should have kicked the field goal. Big excuse. I had to go anyway. Big guy.
Interception. So the Browns come away with the win. And it's going to be a